don't put too much information out until we're able to get that deputy in and get his statement.
Jason, by our count, there have been 5 deputy-involved shootings this year. What happens after one of these to make sure that your people are going according to proper procedure when they have to shoot one of these suspects?
Yeah, so look, every deputy-involved shooting is going to go through an investigation by our homicide section. Those investigations are reviewed by the internal investigators. Once the criminal investigation is done, an internal investigation can occur. And look, I think we've shown over the course of time, if we do have a bad shoot, we're going to do what we have to do, and sometimes, that doesn't go the way that we all want it to go. But in this case, I don't think that's going to be an issue. We haven't had any problems with the other shootings so far this year. The bottom line is the guys are not going out there looking to shoot people. They're responding to the things that happen to them. In those situations, we're not really in control of the suspect's actions, and the suspect's actions are going to dictate ours.
Were these robberies and burglaries recent, and where did they happen? Were they all in Jefferson Parish?
All in Jefferson Parish, all on the West Bank. The residential burglary was March 30th. Robberies were March 31st. I got it right here. April 1st, May 2nd, and May 4th.
Can you tell us any more details about any of them? Are they kind of similar in nature, or can you tell us any more?
They're all armed robberies. He was armed during all of them. We'll get into more details on those once we're able to make sure those investigations are closed. Same reason we're probably not going to release his mugshot right away. We want to give our investigators the time to close those investigations, make sure they have everything together on those armed robbery investigations. Our goal is always to provide a pristine investigation to the district attorney's office to assist in their prosecutions.
So residents and businesses were victims in these?
So 1 residential burglary, as in like breaking into someone's residence, and then 4 business armed robberies.
Jason, where were the weapons recovered? You said you recovered a number of weapons.
We have recovered a couple of weapons through the course of this investigation. I'm not sure the exact locations of the recovery or the time frame of them.
And is there body cam video available?
So there were people on scene last night wearing body cameras. I don't know if the actual shooting was caught on body camera. I'm going to say it likely wasn't because of the situation where he was under a house. Just physical mechanics, the way you would get to do that, the body cameras are worn on the front of the body. I would expect that we don't have body camera of the actual shooting. That's something the guys are going to take a look at, review all the body camera as the investigation goes on. Prior to the interviews of the deputy involved, that's something we'll look at.
What is your procedure for releasing body cam images, and do you anticipate that will be done in this case?
So we don't have a set procedure as it goes to timeline, it's going to be dictated by the investigation, by what's necessary, and what the sheriff determines is appropriate. So there's not really a set timeline for anything like that. We'll take it as it comes.
Did the deputy feel his life was threatened by the suspect under the house?
Well, that's a question that we're going to ask him when he's interviewed. I couldn't speak to it now.
Can you tell us anything else about what was taken in the robberies and burglaries, and kind of what led you to believe he was the suspect of all of these?
It's a string of incidents. I don't have details on all of them. How they got to him as a suspect, that's part of that robbery investigation. We'll let them get those zipped up, closed up, before we provide a whole lot of information about him.
Do you have a criminal history, anything else?
My understanding is he has an extensive criminal history and he's on parole. That's something I don't have the details on it. I'm sure if you look through through the court records, you can find some of that. That's the bottom line is his criminal history in this situation isn't super relevant. It's that deputy took the actions he felt he needed to take at the time, and we'll go through an investigation to determine if those actions were appropriate. My understanding initially is they were appropriate, but that's going to be that investigation moving forward.
When he was hiding near the house, did the homeowner know he was there, or have you still spoken with the homeowner of that home?
I personally haven't spoken to him. I don't know if they were in the house or if they'd been evacuated or not.
Jason, a lot of neighbors appreciate the aggressive position of the Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office as opposed to other jurisdictions in the area. We ran across one lady who was writing a thank you card. What do you say about this department's posture when it comes to going after a suspect like this compared to what people may see in other jurisdictions?
Well, I wouldn't say we have an aggressive posture. I would say what we do have is an effective one. We're going to do whatever we can to find the people who are out there committing crimes and put them in jail, incarcerate them to prevent them from committing future crimes. The sheriff says all the time that our goal is to solve crimes quickly to prevent the next crime from happening. This is just another case of that. The guys were out there for a good long while. That perimeter was set for about 7 hours. We're fortunate that we have the resources to be able to hold the perimeter for that long. And it's a good thing they did, because they were able to find them and get them off the street.
How much manpower did you all have to call for this operation?
I'm not sure the exact numbers. Enough would be the what I'd say to that. Like I said, we're fortunate enough that we have the resources in a situation like that to deploy an effective number of personnel to get it to the resolution that we want.
Do you know if Marrero Middle was part of the perimeter?
It was outside the perimeter. Yeah.
So you said that you located him around 10:30, around what time was the
About 10:30. I mean, that's contemporaneous. That's right about the same time.
So he is expected to survive from the gunshot wound?
My understanding, yes.
He's in UMC?
He's at a local hospital.
Still there right now?
To my knowledge, yes.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Jason.
Thank you.